What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. I'm going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we'll check on all the chats. So let me know how you guys are doing today. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. Plus, it's debate day. I'm sure you guys are super excited about it. I know I am. The debate is at 9 p.m. Eastern time today, and we're going to be showing it on Kick, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, and Twitter. So anywhere else we're live right now, if you're not on the list, you're not going to watch the debate tonight. So you're going to have to move over to the better platforms. Anyways, before we get any further, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to join the website, right now is the time to do it. Go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can watch the days live. You can post in Hooligans Alley. You can hang out with all the hooligans in the group chats. Plus, you'll be able to join us Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern time for our voice chats, which is a lot of fun. So definitely go get you a membership for jeffmaclive.com. So we'll be starting off with the Google monopoly. It's titled Tech on Trial. Google accused of trying to control web ads. If they are proven guilty, they'll be forced to break up into pieces or something, but they didn't really go into detail on that because they're probably not going to find any wrongdoing, because that's just how things are. And then we got a video titled, Could Cars Spy on Your Speeding? Ford cars now have tech to be able to detect speeding drivers. Now they're trying to say that this is intended for cop cars, but it didn't really say that in their patent, I guess. It's just the technology where your car will be able to detect cars around you, and if it does detect a speeding vehicle breaking the law, it will take a picture of that vehicle and send it to the police. And I guess it's going to send its speed and everything. So that's nice. Thanks, Ford. Then we got a video titled, Ohio AG says cities are groaning to breaking point from the border crosser influx. Now they kind of say, I don't know, they kind of mention that there's no police reports of animals being eaten, but then later on they kind of say, well, they're not really checking on that kind of stuff. So there could be reports on it, nobody really knows. So in the beginning they try to downplay it, like you see a lot of Democrats doing on Twitter right now, like it's just okay to be eating people's cats and stuff. So they kind of bring that up on here, but either way, it's kind of a follow-up on what's going on in Ohio. Then we got a video titled, Texas Dem ditches party for GOP, saying that their colleagues are telling them just to go with everything. Every time there's something to vote on or something to be for or against, all their colleagues are saying, yeah, it doesn't matter if you support it or not, just go with it. That's the Democrat way, just go with it. Well, this person is like, nope, I'm done doing that. Then we got a video titled, Trannis, I think its name is, Trannis Evans reveals the names of some of the re-education courses provided for J6 prisoners in the DC Gulag. DC is a big re-education camp. We kind of knew that, but now we have a little list here of some of the things that they are forcing the J6ers to endure, some of these lesson plans. And this was shared by Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's how I caught it, but either way, not good stuff going on in DC Gulag. Then our last of the news is titled, ABC News Debate Moderator Found to be Most Pro-Harris Newscast in a New Study. They're going to be talking about tonight's debate and what's to be expected. I thought they were going to have hot mics, but apparently not. Apparently it's going to be muted microphones. And so now people are questioning if Harris is going to have her, like, I'm speaking moment or whatever. Then we got two funny videos of the day. The first one's titled, When Even the Cars Have Gone Woke. And then the official funny video of the day is titled, Commie and the Bandit. It's all coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Annette? What's up, Tin Man? What's up, Breeze by You? What's up, Russell? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? What's up, Matt? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Damsel? What's up, Cassandra? What's up, Guessum J? And what's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being here on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Breeze by You, you were first today. And I appreciate you racing in the chat, Breeze by You. What's up, Gron? What's up, Trump Girl? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Matthew? Russell, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Seppa? Happy freedom. What's up, Freedom Liberty? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Let's Go, Brandon? Let me see. What's up, Astral Hammer? What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom. Make sure I get everybody. Don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble. What is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom. Ooh, where does it start today? There we go. What's up, Zeus Boot? What's up, Cash Flow? Happy freedom. I don't know why, but I drank this coffee and now my my vocal cords are being all weird. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? Breeze by you, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom. What's up, Two Ruby Shoes? Let me see. What's up, Matt? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the communism tube? Salty Raku, you were first over here on the commie platform. My goodness. Vacate the area before the communism gets you. Matt, appreciate you being omnipresent. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. Oh, Ashley, I can't wait for inauguration day. I hope you show up. If you don't, I will go find you to ban you. Good nos. Holy, Russell's dropping the tits in the chat already. I ain't even got started yet. There was something I was going to say. The boobies erased my brain. I don't remember now. There was something I was going to say. I don't know. Anyways, we'll figure it out. We'll go ahead and get into this first video here. It's titled Tech on Trial, Google accused of trying to control web ads. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up. Talking about the Google monopoly. Like I said, I don't really think anything's going to happen to Google. They love Google. They love the censorship on YouTube. They love the election interference that they provide with search results and ads claiming to be approved by Harris or whatever has her name attached to it. They love that. They love all of that stuff. So I really doubt they're going to do anything to Google. But either way, let's get into this. And before we do, I want to remind you guys, we have these Trump Fight t-shirts because I totally forgot to do merch last night. I will totally do it tonight. And we'll have brand new merch tomorrow. So look forward to that. But either way, we got these Trump Fight t-shirts. Comes in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers. I even made dog tags. Today I got on the Bars and Stars Hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store. I'll drop the link in the chat while we're watching this first video.
Legal teams have gathered in Virginia as Google goes on trial. The tech titan's latest antitrust showdown concerns allegations it sought to dominate all sides of online advertising technology. A Justice Department spokesperson said the firm used classic monopoly-building tactics, including eliminating competitors through acquisitions and locking customers into using its products. She said Google wasn't on trial because it's big, but because it used its size to crush rivals. The court in Alexandria will hear the case without a jury. Google's outside attorney Karen Dunn said the case was based on ancient history, dating back to when the company was still trying to make its tools work with other firms' products. She said that was no longer the situation, with Google now facing vigorous competition from rivals like Amazon and Comcast. The case, she said, is like a time capsule that if you broke it open, you would find a BlackBerry, an iPod and a Blockbuster video card. Dunn left court after her opening remarks, racing off to another job helping to prepare Vice President Kamala Harris for her debate with Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. If Google loses the case, it could be ordered to sell off some ad tech systems. Stock analysts at Wedbush estimate such products earned Google $20 billion in 2020, or over 10% of its revenue. More recent figures were redacted in court documents. Last month, the Justice Department won a separate case against Google over its dominance in online search. Apple, Amazon and Facebook parent Meta also all face probes by Washington watchdogs.
My name's Gary.
Trying to stop the video and click on 4 or 5 other videos. I hate YouTube so much. Anyways, like I said, I highly doubt anything is going to happen to those people. And then they brought up Meta and all them other big tech companies. They're all working as censorship. They're being moderators for the White House. I highly doubt anything is going to happen to them. Their monopoly is what allows them to be so efficient with their censorship. And with the Supreme Court saying that it's a-okay for the White House to send emails to big tech and tell them who to censor and what content to take down, even if it is constitutionally protected, what are they going to do to these companies? They're not going to break them up. Why would they? Why would they? They're using them for communism right now. That's the whole agenda. Now, if Trump got in there, then, maybe I'd think that there's a chance. There's a chance that something might happen. Now, with old man Walter's administration, he's the one using it. He's the one using that system. He's the one censoring everybody. So, I highly doubt anything's going to happen, but at least they're pretending. At least they're pretending. That's something. A for effort. Next up, we got, could cars spy on your speeding? Talking about how Ford has new technology that they're going to be putting in vehicles. Now, they claim it's only cop cars, but these new tech feature will be able to detect vehicles around you, and if a car is speeding, breaking the speed limit, your vehicle will automatically take a picture and the speeding information and send it to the police. Now, if it is a police cruiser, I don't know exactly what that means, because they talk about this in two different pieces. But that's what they're saying is for the future. We'll be covering that next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about Google's monopoly. Guess I never met a honest social media site. Well, our stuff is pretty honest. Our stuff is honest, but I don't know about the big tech stuff. Big tech is not honest. I just got censored on X. I don't even know why. It says one of my posts have a warning on it. But then when you click on it, it goes to a 404 page, like an error page. So I don't even know. I don't even know what I said or did, but I'm just naughty today, I guess. I don't know. Too naughty for X. I don't belong anywhere. Mr. Beans and Beans, I'll definitely go check it out. Russell, Google needs to be broken up. Yeah. But I just don't think they will. I just don't think they will. Breeze by you, Google needs to pay for all their election interference. Yeah, someone needs to hold these people accountable. I seen a video where somebody was trying to run ads, and I don't know what they're running ads for, but part of their image for their ad campaign had Trump in it, and the ad kept getting rejected from Google Ads. So they switched the thumbnail to have Heina Harris in it instead, and it got approved. Dang it. Hold on a second. Now, there's two things that are interesting about that. One, it's obviously biased. Two, you're not supposed to have any political anything in Google Ads. They won't let you. It's in their terms of service or whatever. If you're going to run an ad through Google, it cannot be related to campaigns unless you're like an official, in the official capacity. And they do it sneaky. They got a little question box. They're like, is this related to politics or minorities or controversial subjects such as killing babies? And you're like, yeah, it is one of those things. And then this big red banner pops up saying, sorry, we can't do an ad if you're going to have political related crap in your advertisement, or if that's who you're affiliated with or whatever. So you're not supposed to do it at all. And then they're favoring Harris on top of it. Now, I haven't been able to try this myself, so the video I saw was like 15 minutes long. I didn't want to go into that. I haven't found a short version yet, but there's all kinds of stuff going on. I heard Candace Owens just got demonetized on YouTube. Welcome to the club. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm surprised it took so long. Censorship's in full effect right now. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom. What's up, Guess if I didn't see you already. Happy freedom to you. Mr. Beans and Beans, July 12th. Wait, what do you mean? July 12th, Trump speaks in Phoenix, Arizona. Next year? It's September right now. What's up, Trapper? Happy freedom. No one wants to listen to Hindu Hitler. No, I don't know. The debate is going to be awesome. The debate's going to be awesome. We need to figure out drinking rules. That's what we need to figure out. I was going to say something in Discord and I totally forgot. We'll get it figured out. What's up, Nana? Happy freedom. MU, but will she leave crying? I hope so. Now, a lot of people say that they're hoping that President Trump doesn't play hardball with her, because when she cries, then they'll be able to say that, they're all right. He's a really mean orange man. They're going to prove him right. But I kind of want to see her cry. I want to see her get all flustered. I want to see that look on her face when he's dropping them truth bombs, like old man Walter. Old man Walter was looking around like he couldn't tell whose shit he was smelling. He was just looking dazed and confused. It was the first time he had heard the truth, And the whole time he had been in the White House. This is when President Trump was speaking. So I can't wait for Hyena Harris to get up there. I think she's a little bit more aware than old man Walter is. I think that she knows what the truth is, and she's choosing to lie. Whereas old man Walter, he's almost Stockholm syndrome. He's sheltered. All he has is the team around him. And I think that they were manipulating the way he perceives all of us and everything going on in the country. Hyena Harris, she's not like that. Her brain is still functioning to its full capacity, which is not a whole lot. But either way, I think she knows that she's intentionally lying. But when Trump is not giving her that soft-handed treatment that she's used to, I want to see that look on her face. What's up, Muskie? Happy freedom. I avoid Google like I do crackheads in tents. Me too. I try to stay away from Google. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom. Elisa, you were the first official hooligan in the chat today. Appreciate you running to the chat. What's up, Schulers? Happy freedom to you. Astro Hammer, do not believe them when they start saying it's going to be a red wave or that there is no way that Trump can lose. They have fooled us before. Get out there and vote like your life depends on it. Yeah, the midterms was like that. Everybody kept saying, oh, there's going to be a red wave. And then nothing happened. What's up, Orgasmatron? Happy freedom. The rat edition Ford. Yeah. It's coming up. It's in the future. I already don't drive Fords. Or anything made by Chrysler. So, I mean, I'm kind of safe from it. But either way. Cash flow. Candace doesn't need CommuTube anyway. She has other platforms. Yeah. I don't know if she goes live on X, but she should. Her followers are so toxic. Holy shit. They're so toxic. I love going over there and kicking the hornet's nest. Anytime my X account needs a little boost in engagement, I just go over there and just say some goofy shit in her chat, and her whole chat gets all lit up. That's where all the pussy hat went. All the what are the, I can't even think what they're called, the feminists. They're all Candace Owens supporters right now. Because, man, I go there and just say two little things and they all freak out. And they get real nasty the way they talk too. They're like, we want to peel your white skin off. I'm like, cool. That's great. Make sure you hit that like button, bitch. I'm like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Those Twitter fingers, they're on fire. Mm-hmm. What's up, Hurley Girl? Happy freedom. What's up, Cruz? Appreciate you being here. Hurley Girl, every time cackle or laughs, drink, you'll be drunk within the first 10 minutes. We're going to have hooligans with alcohol poisoning. They'll be waterboarding themselves, taking shots of some fresh, clear water. Some of that Spring Lake stuff. Mm-hmm. What's up, Aces? Happy freedom. DeMarquise, you're omnipresent. Breeze by you, I miss my 4Runner. I know I want to get a 4Runner. I think the new ones are cool looking. Of course, here in Michigan, they're probably $150,000 because our cars here, they're like treasure. The winter will eat vehicles here. So if you got a car that'll live for 300,000 miles, like a Lexus or a Subaru or a Toyota, Michiganders know what they got. You'll have a 4Runner that's only got 3 wheels, 400,000 miles, and they need $16,500 for it. By the way, it comes with no gas tank. Like, that's how cars are here. If you're gonna buy a car living in Michigan, you have to leave the state. That's where we are. Anyways, we're gonna get into this next video. It's titled, "Could Cars Spy on Your Speeding?" Little communism cars to go with our communism government. Why not? Big Brother's watching. Mm-hmm. All right, hooligans, let's get into this. And don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble.
This Ford vehicles could soon be moonlighted as a traffic cop. The auto giant filing a patent that would allow new tech in their vehicles to use the car's navigation cameras and snap pictures and GPS data of cars around you going over the speed limit and sending that information directly to the police.
Now, Ford is responding to critics of the move, saying, quote, the patent explicitly states that this idea is specific for application in law enforcement vehicles, and it's a system that would automate a capability that law enforcement already have in use today.
Here with more is the cyber guy, Kurt Knudsen. Kurt, good to see you. I read this story, Kurt, and I was like, what the hell is happening with these companies? It feels like it's a surveillance state at best, but this is communism at the worst.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sean, hey, good afternoon. And Jackie, good to see you.
Hi.
The patent is simply called Systems and Methods High for detecting speeding violations. It describes a system that could turn Ford vehicles into these mobile speed detectors capable of reporting other drivers to police. And this could potentially revolutionize traffic law enforcement. How it works is kind of wild. The system taps into onboard cameras and sensors that monitor the speed of surrounding vehicles in real time. Nobody in the car has to do anything at all. If a car is nearby and detected to be exceeding the speed limit, the system's going to capture a high-res image of the speeding car, record the speed and the time and the precise location of this violation. That data is transmitted immediately to police or roadside monitoring units. Now, you got some pros here. This could lead to safer roads. Automated speeding tickets would drive in a lot more revenue into cities and states. And then you have this just tiny little con, which is creates a giant step forward in a surveillance state. It can lead to false accusations. And when we did reach out to Ford for comment about it, as you guys read, they clarified that, hey, this is just intended for the Ford Police Interceptor vehicles right now. But skeptics are saying that the language in the patent application leaves a lot more room for broader applications.
Okay.
The bottom line is, we're going to be going down the road. You think you made it through a speed trap, or you don't know what happened, and all of a sudden you got a ticket. And that is no fun.
But that already happens. And so I read this a little differently than you did, which is we have it here in New York City. If you're speeding through certain points on the West Side Highway, for example, it'll snap a picture of your license plate and send you a ticket. Or if you run a red light. To me, there are, uses here that are positive, Kurt. Sometimes it's dangerous to pull people over, and so you'll have an automated way of doing it. I understand the whole surveillance state. I wish none of this existed. But after we opened the Easy Pass floodgates, we started surveying people. That was it.
They have this in New York
But
City.
I bet Sean will have the other end of this, right? So listen to this. So those cameras you're talking about, the Easy Pass, the speeding trap cameras when you go through certain those have a warning. They have a sign that says, hey, there's a camera at this intersection.
Okay.
Or if you're using apps, it'll warn you. This, you'll have no idea that the police car, whether it's marked or unmarked, near you, is writing you a ticket. And who even says it's you driving your car? How safe is this going to be? How accurate is this going to be at knowing that it was Sean driving and not me driving? I just loaned him my car.
All right,
There's
I'm not
a
gonna
lot
win
to
this.
work out here.
I get it.
I'm just saying, I don't like being watched. I like stuff much more straightforward. Right. And, technology's great. It can do a lot of great things. And Jackie, very good point. Makes the streets safer. But come on, don't do it like Big Brother. Don't do it sneaky on us.
My motto,
do it the front center American way, right?
My motto is
fair.
catch me if you can. That's what I think, Kurt.
True.
You know what? And again, give up your freedom for safety, and you will have neither freedom or safety.
Exactly.
Catch me if you can. Well, they keep acting like they want to update our vehicles, but they can't figure out how to screw us over first. We've covered vehicles where they will take samples of the air quality inside the cabin, or whatever you want to call the interior of your vehicle, and if it can detect alcohol, it will do something to your car. It'll either shut down your car, or it will report against you that you may be inebriated while you are driving. We've also had videos that we've covered where there is braking. There's sensors to detect if there is something near you, and if a car cuts you off, your brakes will automatically be applied to your vehicle. They've already started implementing that in semi-trucks. There's currently commercial trucks that have those sensors in it. So if a car, cuts them off, all of a sudden the truck just slams on its brakes automatically, and it's already becoming an issue. And then now we're looking at this where cars have cameras, and they kind of like added an asterisk. They were like, well, it's supposed to be for cop cars only. Oh, really? I bet it'd be a lot more effective if you just made all Fords like that. And that's probably what will happen, is they probably will do that. But it's no good. We don't need it. We need less stupid people. We don't need more gadgets. We don't need more laws. We need less dumb people. That's what we need. Less dumb people. Less bad people and less dumb people. That's what we need to work on. We need to work on people. We always want to write something down or make a new gadget or try and get AI to do it, but we need to fix people. That's what needs to be worked on around here is people. There's not a gadget in the world or a law that we can write that's going to fix people being stupid. We need to actually work on the people. And that starts with, working on school, working on religion, things like that. When we had religion, we had structure. When we had schools that taught religion, they also taught gun laws and how to drive and, auto shop and stuff like. We don't have any of that now. We got a bunch of dummies out there eating Tide Pods and cutting their wieners off. So it's not good. It's not good. We're not in a good spot right now. Anyways, next up we have Ohio. Ohio AG says cities are groaning. I'm going to have to get some water or something. This coffee's wrecking me. Ohio AG says cities are groaning to the breaking point from migrant influx. This is a follow-up for what's going on in Ohio. Yesterday we were covering that they're eating cats and geese and ducks and all kinds of stuff. They're bringing Hades here. So either way, that's what's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about spy vehicles. Ford's new spy edition. Breeze by you. We do have enough laws already. Yeah, we don't need to keep creating laws. I mean, there's certain things that we do need to pass. We need term limits. We need to be able to pull out elected officials without having to wait for election year. We need to be more willing to hold special elections if necessary. Things like that. We need those kind of laws. And then we need to work on people. Because, I mean, you can even ask a child, if you make a rule and someone breaks the rule, if we make another rule, is that going to change the person breaking the rule? And even a child will be like, well, no, they didn't follow the first rule. Right. We don't need more gun laws. Thank you. It's that simple. And so, yeah, we got to really start working on each other. We need to take care of our kids. So when they grow up, they're good adults. You can't really do anything about adults. They're free. You try to work on them, it becomes oppression. We need to do better by kids. I know that. Hair juicer, automatic braking sounds like a nice tool for carjacking. Yeah, you pull in front of a vehicle and slam on your brakes and it'll force the car behind you to stop. And then you just have your buddies get out and hold the driver at gunpoint, tell him to get out of the vehicle. It's that simple. Maybe that's why they made it that way. Hair juicer, you never know. Yeah, Snooks, I probably will have to get some Diablo sauce. I'm going through it. I don't know why. Some quick mix stuff. There's a certain hot cocoa that does the same thing. It dusts my vocal cords and then my vocal cords won't vibrate. Russell, don't underestimate stupid people in large groups. I mean, I don't know why the first thing I think of is 50-round magazines, but not really worried about it. Not concerned about it. Breeze by you, they can stop spying on us. It's getting ridiculous. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, can you get Faraday car covers? Because that's what you're going to need. You're going to need to put a Faraday cage around your car to make sure that your car is not taking pictures of the inside of your garage or listening to you or whatever. Matt, I liked it when I was in Hawaii. Cops drive around with their overhead blue lights on all the time. You always know where they are. Yeah, Matt. I had a friend that he was born and raised in Samoa, and he was talking about how people just don't care about anything because everything's imported and everyone's on the island together. So there's not really that much difference between people who are police or official workers or just locals. They're all kind of the same because all of them are importing stuff from the mainland, so they don't care. They're not that worried about stuff. That's why they're drinking at 11 and 12 years old and whatever. They're on an island. Must be nice. Breeze by you, can't that jackknife a truck to have the brakes applied too fast? Yeah, but maybe the trailer could be affected by it too. When the damn truck when the sensors trigger the automatic brakes, it could also tell the trailer to brake at the same time too. We just don't need the gadgets. We just don't need it. J-Dog, happy freedom to you. Do you like duck meat? I've only had duck meat once, and it was okay. It was a little dry. I don't really know how to explain it. I remember it was chicken-esque. It's a little like chicken. Told to care, I saw a meme that says, let the Haitians eat the furries. Just an idea. Yeah, I seen that too, too old to care. That's when the Democrats will start having a problem with it. DZ depends on the setup. Alice. Duck meat and rabbit meat are actually delicious. I've never had rabbit before. I've heard that rabbit is good, but I heard that it just doesn't provide a lot of meat, so you got to get a bunch of them. Kind of like how squirrels are. What's up, Paul? Happy freedom. That was a good one. That was a good one, J-Dog. DCAT, we all know the government will make more laws, but that doesn't really improve the mental health of the individual that they're imposing their laws on. I'm just saying. You are right. Yeah, I wish they would stop calling them correctional facilities, because there's no correction of anything going on there. They're just being criminals all together in small rooms. In foreign countries, they actually re-educate well, I don't want to say re-educate. They provide opportunities to their inmates. So when they get out, they actually have a trait of some sort. They could build houses, or they could do electronics, or whatever. They can do. They have a chance when they get out to be something better than what they were when they got in. Not us. We send people to jail who most of them don't even deserve the amount of time they're getting, and then they go there and they learn how to become worse criminals. And then when they leave, you only go one of two ways. You either get out and think you won't get caught next time, that you're so much smarter that you'll just continue being a criminal, and that this time you won't get caught. Or you'll get out and you'll say, I don't ever want to go do that stupid shit again. And you'll just start making better choices. The majority of people choose the first path, though. They get out and they think they're so smart they ain't going to go back. And then they go back over and over. DCAT, you're right about all the bells and whistles. Can't fix stupid. Yeah, for real. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy freedom. What's up, Puffin Stuff? Happy freedom titties. That's right. What's up, JT3? Happy freedom to you. Trump girl, I'm sure the Haitians get mega food stamps, so why eat pets? Well, so another thing I keep hearing is that Haitians don't traditionally eat animals the way that they're doing it here. What is happening here looks more like traditional Haiti's witchcraft and black magic. That they don't consume the animal, they're sacrificing the animal for their own beliefs. And so it may look like they're, eating a meal, but they're actually performing a ritual. And there's a lot of people saying that kind of stuff. Now, you'll never hear the news say that. Like, they'd have to find a head in a bag before they start admitting to people being Satan worshipers or voodoo or any of that kind of stuff. They got to find something crazy before they admit to that. But that's what a lot of people are saying, and it's hard to say, because when you read about Hades, or, where they're all from and stuff, and the way they behave over there, it's hard to say what they won't do, So, we'll see. We'll see. Zupia, make asylums great again. Yep, you're right. We need to. We gotta get the Orange Eagle in there bad. He's the man for the job. DeMarquise, Haitians tried to eat my catalytic converter. I don't think it was the Haitians. You gotta check the trailer park. Figure out where the meth is. You'll find your catalytic converter. What's up, Jason? Happy freedom. DeMarquise, voodoo, pet eaters. That's just what I'm reading. I'm not in Ohio, so I don't know for sure. I just know what I'm reading. What's up, Villa? Happy freedom. Jeff Mack for president. Well, I'm press secretary right now. I've been voted in as 2024 press secretary. But 2028, we're campaigning on making punches in the face great again. And so, I'll need your vote. I'll need your vote in 2028. What's up, Feel? Happy freedom. What's up, Flowers? Appreciate you being here. A conservative thought. Candace, people acting woke? Really? No, it's not woke. It's infighting. I think you're either misunderstanding me or you're putting words in my mouth. I never said they were woke. They just enjoy infighting. I said they were toxic. It's not the same thing as being woke. You can think whatever you want, but that's not what I said. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this next one. This is Ohio AG says cities are groaning to the breaking point from the border crosser influx. This is a follow-up to everything going on with the Haitians being there and whatnot. And then they, like I said, they kind of reference the pets being eaten thing. At first they kind of deny it, but then later on they kind of admit that they don't really know, that they haven't really looked into it, so they don't really know. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Now let's get this pulled up.
Now is Ohio.
We'll hear how Ohio's doing out there in Springfield. Don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
Attorney General Dave Yost. Attorney General, thanks for your time this morning. These claims that Mills just pointed out that Haitian migrants are eating wildlife, people's pets, it's garnering millions of views and shares. Elon Musk also talking about it online. But city officials say they have received no credible reports of that actually being true. What are you hearing?
Well, I'm hearing the same thing as everyone else. But look, I trust the local police. The real issue here is
I'll be right back.
The city grow by a third from immigration and know nothing about it. The federal government is not transparent. They don't talk about and share information with local communities about how many people are coming in or where they're going. They don't track them internally. They don't bring any resources. They have no planning. And here in Springfield, the city services, the schools, the healthcare system is groaning to the breaking point under the load. This could happen to any city in Ohio. It could happen to any city in America. We need a solution. We need it now.
And just to confirm, you say you trust city officials, so you don't think there are migrants actually eating animals, just to clarify.
I'm saying I don't have any independent information.
Okay.
So
okay.
Live and die by what I can prove beyond a reasonable doubt. I don't have proof beyond a reasonable doubt here. I'm not calling anybody a liar. I'm just declining to weigh in on something that the police are telling me is not an issue on their radar. What is on the radar is we had a fatal accident earlier this year by an immigrant who didn't know how to drive, wasn't licensed to drive here in America, in Ohio. What we have for sure is too many people crowding into the healthcare system. We have too many people that may not even supposed to be here crowding into the schools, and the infrastructure of the city is, like I said, groaning under the weight of it.
At a straining point. What, you released a statement asking for federal assistance. What exactly are you asking for, and what would actually help alleviate this kind of influx for one town?
Well, what the city's looking for, obviously, some additional money. What I've asked my staff to do is to try to protect Ohio from this happening in other places. You talked about, or your reporter talked about 42,000 people in Chicago. Well, that's a drop in the bucket in a city the size of Chicago. And they're even having problems with it. Imagine a small town, 58,000 people, and suddenly you wake up and there's an extra 20,000 people, and none of them speak the language. They all have a different culture. I'm not bashing them. This is not about who is coming. The question is how many and how.
Yeah, I imagine several different, parts of that city, different facets of the city feel like they're at a breaking point right now with 20,000 in the last 4 years alone. Attorney General, thanks so much for joining me this morning. Dave Yost, we appreciate your time, and please keep us posted as you learn more as well on your end.
Bet.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com.
Well, things are going fantastic in Ohio. I mean, they just got to try. And that's too much for most people. Get off your ass and actually do something about it? Nah. Nobody's down for that. They just like to watch it happen and go, oh man, I wish somebody would do something about this. And they all just say that to each other. And nobody ever does anything. It'll be okay because eventually they'll have decisions to make. When they run out of park pets to eat and snatching your dog out of the backyard to grill it up as some barbecue, when they're done with that, they'll turn on to you. They'll be eating your neighbors and shit. Maybe then somebody will get, they'll care about it. When they kidnap a kid and throw him in the broiler, then people will care. But until then, they'll make the news and we'll all just bitch about it on the internet. I don't know. I heard a lot of people were going to Ohio to see the people eating cats and stuff, but then today I haven't heard of anyone actually being there, which I think is really interesting. Because yesterday there was posts all over Twitter, people saying they were heading to Ohio to see the Haitians, like it was a traveling carnival or something. I don't know. Interesting stuff. We'll stay up to date with it. Next up, we got Texas Dem ditches party for GOP, saying that her colleagues were telling her to just go with the flow. Anytime it was a time for them to make a decision, this person felt like they weren't for the decision. But then their colleagues would say, well, it doesn't matter what you're for. This is the blue team agenda, and you need to get on board. And after so much of that, this person was like, no, I'm not doing it. And now they're going to be red team. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Ohio. Free the Texan. I could see Cartman yelling at a Haitian, no, that's my kitty. I know I'm saying. They should make an episode like this. They have a funny episode called The Last of the Mohicans, or something like that. And Butters dresses up as a Mexican and they're playing this border crosser game or whatever. Then Butters gets lost for like 3 days and they think he's a real border crosser. They should update that episode. They should put another one out. Don't work too hard, hair juicer. Breeze by you, I'm starting to worry about Ohio. They need to stay away from me. Well, like I said, hopefully somebody will start doing something. They have to affect the right people. And until they do, it's just everybody else's problem. And then, of course, if you do anything about it, then you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're a bad person. What did they call me? Somebody called me something the other day. A xenophobe or something like that. Which I guess means that you don't like foreigners or something, which is real funny, considering I dated a Canadian for 4 years. But, yeah, they're labels. Soft and stupid people and all their goofy-ass labels. Oh no, don't stick your labels on me. Ten-man Google... I don't know if it's Treme or Treme area in New Orleans. It's about voodoo and Haitians. Yeah, Ted Man. I believe it. You guys should Google Peace Through Joy. That's that Harris campaign stuff. Google that and see what pops up. I'd show you, but the image that pops up, I can't show it on the live. I also can't post it on social media because that you'll know. Google it. And that logo that pops up, you'll go, oh, I didn't know that's what that was. Yeah, Google it. Peace Through Joy. See what you find. It's really sneaky because if you take that image and you post it anywhere on social media, your account will be suspended. So it's a really sneaky thing they're doing, but if you Google it, you'll see. It's bad, but not so bad that you got to worry about scrubbing your search history. It's not that bad, but it's bad. Matt, there's video, you dumbass. Yeah, the Haitians eating pets and stuff. I'm seeing that all over Twitter right now. Democrats out there claiming that it's not real. These are racist MAGA supporters or whatever, claiming that the Haitians are eating pets and eagles and blah, 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 blah. Which it's not, Because like you're saying, there's videos and stuff of it. So if you go in the comments, it's just lists of people posting that video over and over again. Someone said something yesterday about the 2 border crossers that were eating an eagle. And I was talking about how we had covered that like a year ago or something like that. And I actually found the article yesterday because I came across somebody on X that was talking about it. Now, they were talking about it like this just happened yesterday. It didn't. It happened March 6th, 2023. But it's not good. They're out here catching it and eating it. Russell, save the pets, deport the Haitians. Yeah. I mean, it'd be one thing if they came here legitimately and started eating the cats and dogs. You know, we could just throw them in jail, you know, due diligence and all that. They're not here legally. They should be put on the outside of the fence. Yeah, free thinking Texan. Yep. That's Harris all day. 10 Man Trey May. Thank you for letting me know, 10 Man. Trey May out in New Orleans. Matt, nothing will happen to them until a politician or a very rich person gets killed. Yep. Once they're inconvenienced enough, like Martha's Vineyard, when that happened, they dropped the border crossers off over there, and then all of a sudden it was political stunts over and over again. That's all you heard out of the White House. It's like all of a sudden they had a problem with it. So, like I'm saying, until the Haitian problem in Ohio affects somebody that's got enough control, until that happens, they're going to look the other way. Freedom, liberty, yes. Alice, they claim that some Venezuelans are taking apartments too. Yeah, we've been covering that. That's in Colorado, but they're also moving over to Chicago. However, there has been cameramen going to Chicago area, locals and stuff, going to the O Block, which is it used to be a heavy gang territory. Now I don't know if it's been reformed or what, but a lot of people have been going there to see if there is Venezuelan gangs on O Block, and a lot of people are saying there's not, that it's propaganda or something, that there is no Venezuelans over on the O Block in Chicago. So I don't really know. We cover all of it, anything and everything, whether we can verify it or not, because we need to know what's going on around us, and everybody claims that everything they're selling is the truth. So the best you could do is just collect all of it. But yeah, we're trying to figure it all out. Free the Texan Venezuelans here in Dallas, per reports. Yeah, I think they're going to end up here in Michigan too. They're not going to be where I live. There isn't anything where I live. They'll end up on the Detroit side or in Grand Rapids or maybe Muskegon. The closest they'll get to me is Muskegon because there isn't anything where I live. What's up, Master Meatball? Happy Freedom. What's up, TBD? Good luck snatching my pit bull. That wouldn't end well, and I'd probably get sued. Well, TBD, they are here illegally, so I mean, unless you call the police, nobody even knows who that is or where they're from. It's not good. Shouldn't happen. I'm just saying. Master Meatball, I have a feeling that Springfield, Ohio, may be a Facebook account where they're talking about this. Did we vote on this or are we voted for? Well, with the Haitians specifically, I'm trying to think. We covered a video yesterday with Hyena Harris explaining why they imported 100,000 Haitians and 20,000 of them went straight to Ohio. And the Springfield, Ohio only has a population of 30,000 or 50,000 or something like that. So their population just went up a third or something along those lines. But I'm not sure the excuse for why they imported people that they provided. We know why they're here. We know why. Because Americans aren't voting blue. Even blue leaders aren't blue anymore. So we know why they're important people here. But I can't remember exactly what the excuse was. It's all labels. It's all labels. There's asylum seekers and the dreamers or whatever, and then there's the gotaways, and then there's the undocumented, and these are all labels that all it means is they're here illegally. that they should not be here. That's all it means. But they split them into 4 or 5 categories. And you get a voter ID, and you get a new iPhone, and you get a Red Cross blanket and an EBT card, and you get to move into 5-star hotels. And that's what they do. They just give them different privileges. But in reality, they're all just illegals. It's all semantics over illegals and stuff. So it's just excuses. It's a label game by Democrats. Master Meatball, who sent them here? By bus from Texas or where? No, they flew them in. Master Meatball. As far as I know, we flew them in. We covered a video yesterday. We might have to play it again. What's up, Tim? Happy freedom. The Marquis, vote blue for more kitty stew. Yeah, but unfortunately we're talking about kids and not real cats, because that's how blue team is. No good. The Marquis, Jeff is not scared of the warrior princess. Who, Xena? She could slay me. No, I'm just kidding. You hooligans. What's up, Patriot Operator? Happy freedom. Villa, we need a registered pet eater, kind of like registered sex offenders. We're going to have to come up with a registry for the pet eaters there. They're going to have to knock on the door. I'm supposed to tell you by my registration that I like to eat pets, and I'm telling everyone with cats and dogs in the yard, just so you know, I'm an offender. Cassandra, using tax dollars to buy blue votes. Yep. Breeze by you, it's treason. It is. It is absolutely treason. They're aiding and abetting illegals, and they're encouraging us to do it too. Every state, well, maybe not every state, but a lot of states are encouraging people to accept border crossers. Even old man Walter, federally, they're telling you, accept these border crossers. Take them into your home. Get their kids in school illegally. Get these fuckers jobs illegally. And continue to house them illegally while they're in the country illegally. And like, that's treason. That's treason. They can't ask you to break the law. Like, that's wrong. It's wrong. But they also can't force you to they can't force you to buy things that they're trying to sell you. And then we all got stuck with Obamacare for a while, and nobody did anything about that. Anyways, moving forward here. Oh, yes. Talking about blue team jumping ship. Well, this woman's no Alina Haba Haba, but at least she's turning over a new leaf. Once again, this is Texas Dem ditches party for the GOP. Let's get this rolling.
There are so many more like me who have been disaffected Democrats, and we do not recognize this so-called party of democracy any longer. Well, here I am, many years later, finally saying, goodbye, ya basta. I would welcome Donald Trump. I'm not alone. We've just said enough. We're out of here.
Another one bites the dust. More and more Democrats are saying goodbye to the party of child sex changes, high taxes, and open borders, and saying hello to the GOP, like Texas State Representative Shaw Theory, who threw in the towel just last week.
The Democratic Party has veered so far left, so deep into the progressive abyss, that it now champions policies that I cannot, in good conscience, support. Policies like promoting sex changes for vulnerable children, dismantling Title IX protections for women and girls in sports. This is not the party that I grew up with. That I am officially announcing that I am leaving the ranks and the rancor of the Democrat Party elites.
Shaw Theory joins us now. It's great to have you on the show. Thank you for being here. And this is really interesting because when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were running, they positioned Joe as a moderate. That's somebody everybody knew. He was going to be such a great alternative from Donald Trump. And we ended up with a progressive leader who was being run by the likes of Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. And that, I imagine, Sean, is the problem with what you're feeling right now, that your party has become so progressive, it's just impossible to get behind some of these policies.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's worse than anything I believe Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders ever has talked about. I mean, this is a party that has been completely hijacked by radicals. As you said at the top, who would have thought that we'd be promoting sex changes for children, telling women that biological males are going to come in now and take all of their trophies, their scholarships, their right to earn a living in sports. It's downright bizarre. And that's what made me just say, when it comes to women and children, enough is enough.
You know, Sean, I know a lot of Democrats, and they're good, common sense people, left to center, but they're, to your point, they're not crazy leftists. I have to imagine inside your caucus, you try to talk some common sense to your fellow colleagues to go, why are we doing this? Why don't we focus on other things but sex changes and boys and girls sports? What kind of response did you get from your other fellow Democrats when you'd voice these concerns?
I was literally told to hold my nose and vote like we agree with it.
Huh.
Wow.
It was shocking. It really feels like a bad dream. I remember, I might be dating myself, I don't know, from the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I felt like I was in a bad dream, and that they were cutting up kids, and I was running around trying to tell everybody to stop, and nobody was taking it seriously. But this is reality. This is the reality of the Democrat Party.
But Sean, do the voters agree with this? Do the voters in Houston say, you know what, this is a great set of policies, we love this, or are they opposed to it as well?
Well, that's the thing. Most of them don't know. As you know, they put almost $1 million into running me out of my seat. But I really was not in a position to defend against this Democrat machine. I'm speaking about it now because people deserve to know the truth. Parents deserve to know the truth, that this is what's really going on. This party is promoting puberty blockers for children, stopping girls from having menstrual cycles, allowing girls to get double mastectomies that do not have cancer.
Yeah.
They have to know about this. And so I guess the answer to the question is no. The Democrat voters are not, the majority of them are not for this, but they're not aware that this is what the party has become.
Real quick, we only have a few seconds left, but obviously it's the eve of the debate. Kamala Harris has flip-flopped on many positions. You even got Bernie Sanders saying he understands that she flip-flopped because she's trying to win the election. What she told us in that CNN interview is that she is true to her values. She said it over and over and over again. And so I think the American public has to realize those values are those progressive values, and she will come back to them.
Absolutely. And, I think the question has to be asked she's running as a woman of color. I would like to know Vice President Harris's position. Does she support the sterilization of Black girls? Does she support the castration of Black boys through child sex changes? That's the question I would like the answer to.
Sean, thanks for standing up for just plain old common sense.
Yeah.
We appreciate you joining us on the show. Thank you. All right.
Well, that is one of many that we have covered. Blue team turning red. Turning red. Like we say pretty much every day, these aren't even Democrats anymore. These are just commies. It's just people who are commies and people who aren't. That's all that's going on right now. It's not even really a Republican Democrat kind of thing. It's just commies and people who aren't. And I don't know if what she's like, I don't know how much merit what she's saying is there, because she says, well, the only reason that people are Democrats is because they don't know that this is going on. But everyone talks about this all the time. Even when I go out to eat, if I just stop for a second and listen, I will hear people talking about this stuff. So it's not like Blue Team doesn't know. They're the ones making it happen. And the ones who aren't making it happen, they hear about this shit. They must not believe it. They must just think it's propaganda, that it's not a real thing. But at the same time, I don't even know how they could. Look at the Olympics. Look at how the Olympics was. Cross-dressers and all that stuff. And they had kids on stage with them. And that's if you just never heard of Drag Queen Story Hour. So it's like they gotta know that this is happening. They have to know. The dudes in women's sports all the way up to the Olympic level. There's no way that they don't know. It's obviously not propaganda. They're hurting kids. They're hurting Americans, period. So I don't really believe that they don't know what's actually going on. Maybe Democratic voters don't know what's going on because they enjoy being lied to. But Democratic leaders, I don't really see a way for them to not know what's actually happening. And like I said, it's just commies and people who aren't commies. That's all we got left right now. But either way, let's see where we're at here. Next up on the menu, Trennis Evans reveals the names of some of the re-education courses provided for the J6 prisoners in the DC Gulag. So, I don't know if everybody knows this, but they've turned the DC Gulag into a re-education camp. Everybody who's in there for the J6 stuff, they've been going through inhumane treatment, but on top of that, they're also being put through re-education courses where I guess they have iPads or something, and they have to go through these classes about how Trump's a really mean orange man, and how you were duped into, being a J6er or whatever is going on. So there's some real un-American stuff going on in DC right now, and we're going to be covering that next. And like I said, that was posted, well, I don't know if it was posted, but it was shared by Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I was like, well, if it's good enough for her, it's definitely good enough for the schedule for the live. So that's what's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Blue Team jumping ship. Cassandra Harris is a godless woman with no soul. Yeah, they're all like that on Capitol Hill. I seen a video with John Kennedy, Senator John Kennedy, and he was saying the people he works with on Capitol Hill, they would unplug your life support just to charge their cell phone. And I don't know how you could work in a place where you're working with people like that. I'd feel like my life was in danger the whole time, but I believe him. When he says that, I totally believe him. Tin Man in the Last Supper type of photo. The Fruit Loop had his sack hanging out 2 feet from that little girl. Yep. Now, some people try to say it was a tear in his leggings, but regardless, drag queens should not be that close to children. There should not be children present for any adult content, and drag queen anything is absolutely adult content. And it's stupid when people act like semantics. They're just like, well, there wasn't necessarily inappropriate things going on. What do you mean? It's a dude pretending to be a girl. In front of a child who doesn't understand how the world works, that's pretty damaging. And people want to make excuses and stuff. Like, no, there's no excuses. This isn't a negotiation. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. It's not a situational thing. J Spray, true to her values, peace through joy. Yep. That's what they're walking us through right now. Matt, she has no values. She doesn't. Russell Harris flip-flops more than a fish out of water. I know, I can't wait for the debate tonight. We got 6 hours. 6 hours till it's debate time. Breeze by you, just leave the kids alone. Yeah. And even if we all left the kids alone, which it ain't us hurting kids, the schools will still be messing them up. It's so bad. Being attacked from all angles, all fronts. Mr. Beansy Beans, amen. You got your head out of your ass finally. It's nice. It's nice and refreshing. Like, well, one of them got red-pilled. It's not bad. Breeze by you. The demon rats only want communism now, or Satanism, or whatever other evil they have planned. Yeah, Breeze by you. I totally agree about that. Like they said, amen. And a woman. You guys remember that? Everybody stopped talking about that. I think they only did it one time. The blowback was so severe, they didn't do it again. Amen and a woman. That's how I knew this administration was going to be straight dog shit. I knew that when they stole the election, but anyways. Reading through. What's up, Zero? Happy freedom. Freed the Texan. Yeah, I think so. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Jay Spray, but they throw a fit when I take my 4-year-old son to the strip club. Yeah, I know. Every time you try and, bring a child into a bar, they give you all that hassle. I mean, what do you mean? It's only, 1:30 in the morning. Got a 10-year-old with me, just hanging out at the bar. Let me in, But no, there's regulations on that. Just like there should be regulations on drag queens. I'm trying to think of the appropriate words. I have a lot of, I call them other things when I'm not live. French cigarettes mostly, but regardless of that, they act like it's so weird. They're like, no, why would you need to restrict drag queen story hour? The same reason we restrict bars and in strip clubs and the back part of the family video when they were still open, because that shit's not appropriate for children. I don't know why people don't understand that. Thank you so much, J-Dog, for that $5 donation on Rumble. You're a badass. Thank you so much. Says, have a $5 on the for the Dutch Shepherd found. Come on and try Happy Freedom. You're awesome, J-Dog. Thank you. Heck yeah, you guys are the best. Too old to care, except for when there's a drag show, then bring all the kids. That's right, too old to care, and it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. DCat, why are you talking about French cigarettes? Even though I know what you mean. I see them French cigarettes all over the place. I wish there was like a brand name or something for French cigarettes so I could just call people that, but you know, calling them French cigarettes is working so far. Nobody's challenged it. What's up, Awakened? Happy Freedom to you. Yeah, those French cigarettes out there. Cricket Kiss, back room at the pizza parlor. Still won't allow kids there. Live music and alcohol. That's right, Cricket Kiss. There's all kinds of stuff. It never makes sense. Everything Democrats do, it never makes sense. J-Dog, my son just got back from Seattle visiting his brother and couldn't believe what he saw. Men naked in the streets. Yeah, J-Dog, it's crazy over there on the West Coast. I see so much stuff coming out of Portland all the time, and people are just shocked by it. And I'm like, you guys should have seen 2020. And they were burning everything down. Yeah, Awakened. Melissa, after not being allowed to get drunk for weeks, Camilla will be a wreck. I wonder if she's going to show up intoxicated. It wouldn't be smart for her, but she's not that smart. What's up, Zanny? Happy Freedom. Trump girl Harris will have an Obama earpiece in tonight following orders. I wouldn't be surprised, Trump girl. They're supposedly not to do things like that, but when old man Walter was debating, he kept doing this weird... I mean, he's like doing this, like poking directly in his ear. And I kept trying to see when they would, move the camera and stuff to see if he had an earpiece in. But you couldn't tell. There wasn't a way to tell. Kevin, peace through ass kicking. Yes. Awakened. These are the so-called end times as we warned of. Just my opinion. Awakened, yeah, I say that all the time too. When what's wrong is right and what's right is wrong, you know you're in the end of times. But the end of times is supposed to last for 200 years. So, we're just getting started. 4 years deep. 196 to go. Dabs, Portland is mentally screwed. They keep trying to shoot videos on calm days in select blocks to show PDX is calm, and it's complete BS. They're selling propaganda to get people to come to Portland, Dabs. That's really sad. If Ted Wheeler would just get off his ass and actually do something, fix that place, they could turn it around. A lot of people miss the way that Portland used to be, and I've never even been there. I've just had so many people tell me that I can say that with confidence, that there's people who miss the way that Portland used to be. And so if they would just clean it up, I bet there's a lot of people that would just come back. They're just waiting for the cleanup, and they would just come back. But there has to be someone there willing to do the cleanup. Trump girl, I worked with a man going through transition and having the surgery. My company threatened us, said we better not say anything negative to the shapeshifter or else we'll get fired. That's a tough one, Trump girl. That's a tough one. That's how I got fired from my job, is I kept going in there standing up for our federal rights over and over again, despite what the mandates were and all that kind of crap. Eventually they let me go. It's a Pag. Happy Freedom. Hurley Girl, keep Portland weird, aka keep Portland drugged. Yeah, but they just changed the law back, so drugs aren't decriminalized anymore. So now they'll have to start cracking down on drug, what do they call it? Like open market drug use or whatever, where they just take over the whole sidewalk. They have to actually clean that up now. I don't know if they actually will, but we just covered a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, they reversed the law and it's illegal now to have possession of drugs, illegal drugs and whatnot. So we'll see if they actually clean it up. They got everything they need. They just need to put forth effort, and they have to have the will to do it. Hurley Girl, there's so many awesome places in PDX and also Seattle. Unfortunately, all of us have to worry about the drugs and people shooting people. Yeah, Hurley Girl. And it shouldn't be that way. Like I said, somebody just needs to try. What's up, Jay Blazer? Happy Freedom. Definitely had an ear device, and the latest are very small. Yeah, Jay Blazer, that's what I was thinking. I know they come in like the size of a tick, like those deer ticks, like just I don't even know what else to compare it to, smaller than a jelly bean, and they could stick it right in their ear and you'd never know it was there unless you get a straight side shot. But I really think the old man Walter had some sort of earpiece in. Hurley Girl, you're about an hour south of Portland. They've reversed the law, but they don't have the resources to enforce it. See, and that's what I was just saying. I don't know if they'll actually do something about it. TBD, that's why I don't have a dog. It's because I don't want to pick up dog poop. I'm not with it. I mean, it's not great shoveling cat shit either, but the cat don't have to go outside to do it. So that's why I don't have a dog. Otherwise, sometimes it's more useful to have a dog than it is to have a gun in certain situations, because you don't need a permit for a dog. What's up, Too Real? Happy Freedom. What's up, Paula? Appreciate you being here. Donald, no woke in schools. Yeah, that's why we got to vote in the Orange Eagle. So we'll go ahead and do away with all of that. What's up, Richard? Happy Freedom to you. Appreciate you joining us. All right, hooligans. I think we'll get into this next video. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Zero. Be safe out there. Breeze by you. I'm waiting to see what faces she makes. Biden's face was hilarious. I think so too. Actually, I think, oh yeah, I was just gonna say his faces actually made it into the GIFs, because I always see people posting that, and that's straight from the debate right there. And like a lot of hooligans have discovered over on the website, there is no GIFs dogging Harris. You'll find GIFs showing Trump as fat and bald and blah 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 blah, dissing him. There's no GIFs out there dissing Hyena Harris. Even that is censored. Like, down to the memes are censored. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So what I'm really saying is we need to get some good GIFs from Harris tonight. I don't know who makes that stuff, GIF, but somebody needs to upload that stuff to the official site so we actually have it, because you can upload it on there. We need something. Somebody needs to go do that stuff, because I can't have all this peace through strength, and when we fight, we win. No, I don't want that shit. I want dogging her in the chat. That's what I want. Anyways, let's get into this re-education camp stuff. This is titled Trennis Evans. Probably saying his name wrong. Just gonna tell you right now. Trennis Evans reveals that the name of the re-education courses provided for J6 prisoners in the DC Gulag. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up. Come on now, do the thing. All right. Once again, this is about the DC Gulag being turned into a re-education camp. And don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble.
Listen, we released in this document. Contained in here is the re-education material that was provided to the January 6th defendants. And if you start reading through just the titles alone, you'll start to quiver. I did. Was very upset.
You mean this is systematic? They're trying to reprogram them.
This is the reprogramming information given to them on their tablet. Like once upon a time in prison, you would take a class on plumbing or an electrical or trade. You would one thing or another language. They were actually given credit for taking classes on, may I share a couple of titles? Taking classes on information such as, I'll tell you what, I'm going to say something else. Well, Kara, will you find that section there, please? So these were re-education materials distributed to them about Trump's big lie. Well, how the election here. Oh, here we go. Trump's crimes before he called for the attack on our democracy. Donald Trump, how he has attacked our democracy. Negligence, obstruction, rape, tax evasion. These are actual lesson plans. Take a look at the tablet, ask them to show you, that were available to them in the jail.
Yeah, so like I'm saying, and as I said before, that was shared by Marjorie Taylor Greene herself, that video was. And she was in the video. You could see her sitting next to the guy that was up on the bench there. But, yeah, putting the J6ers through re-education camps, it's no good. Never thought I'd see something like that in America. You know what's really, really interesting about that? We don't give re-education to murderers or pedophiles or rapists or anybody. Anybody who commits regular crime doesn't get re-education. And like I'd mentioned earlier in the live, foreign countries do provide education. I don't know about re-education, but there's a lot of foreign countries, not all of them, and it definitely ain't commie countries. But there's countries out there that if you go to jail or you go to prison, you have opportunities and you got to, meet the requirements. But you could get an education while you're incarcerated. So when you get out, you know traits. You could do plumbing or electrical work or build a house or, whatever they teach over there. We don't have that here. Our criminals go into a cement room with more criminals that are usually more bigger and badder than the ones who just came in. And so anytime someone leaves, they just got an education in being a criminal. That's it. There's no rehabilitation going on in jail. It's not a correctional facility. It's a cement room full of criminals. That's all it is. It's like putting AIDS in a box. That's it. You're not curing anything. But when it comes to the J6ers, we need to brainwash them. That's what we need to do. How is that not cruel and unusual punishment? They do something kind of like this in China. When Muslims come to China, they put them in concentration camps. And they have like a minimum of 2 years that you have to do. If you're the first of your family name, you have to go through this. And some people migrate there knowing that they have to go through it. This is commie stuff. Now they're doing it to the J6ers, and you see how they've treated them. They're all over the news as insurrectionists and turning the friggin' frogs gay, all that stupid stuff. And therefore people don't care that this is cruel and unusual punishment. Nobody cares. Just like when Trump was banned from social media. Oh, Orange Man bad. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, no one cares. And they celebrated it until we all started getting censored. Then people had a problem with it. Well, maybe people have a problem with it when all of us are being re-educated, when we're going through brainwashing material and shit like that. It's bad enough we got to deal with psyops and false flags, but to have just blatant re-education camps is crazy. That is crazy that we have that here in America. Also, something I remembered that I wanted to say earlier about the Ford technology detecting speeders. In certain states, they can't use electronic devices to give you tickets. And I don't remember if Michigan's one of them. But there's states where you might see the signs that show how fast you're going. It's usually set up by the sheriff department. And you're like driving and it tells you if you're going 55 or whatever. And if you go too fast, it tells you to slow down. In some states, they'll take a picture of your license plate and you'll receive a ticket in the mail. But here in Michigan, or at least where I live, they don't do that. They might flash a light at you, but they can't take pictures and send you tickets in the mail where I live. And I don't know if it's a county thing or a state thing, but I know there's regulations against using electronic speeding devices or something. They're called something like that. So it makes me wonder if they did put these tracking systems in the new Fords that detect speeders around you, take pictures of their car, and sends the speed limit to the police department. Would that be effective or even implemented in states where they can't use electronic devices to disperse tickets? Because when you're using a radar gun, that's a human interaction. When they have, like in Florida, they got like poles on the side of the road, and if you drive past it, it'll detect how fast you're going. They can send you tickets based off of that. They got street cameras and all kinds of stuff where they can send you tickets just by detecting your vehicle on the road breaking the law. But in other states, that's not allowed. So I really wonder how they're going to implement this new Ford automotive technology to snitch on other drivers and stuff like that. Only time will tell. Either way, we're going to read through the chat really quick, but next up we have the last little bit of our news. It's titled ABC News Debate Moderator Found to be the most pro-Harris, I almost said Hamas, pro-Harris newscast in this new study or whatever. But they're basically talking about what to expect from tonight's debate. Now, as I've said throughout the live, we are covering the debate tonight. It is taking place in 5.5 hours, and we will be showing it on Kick, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, and Twitter. So if you're watching on a platform that I did not just list, you will have to move, and you can use the Linktree link to go to those other platforms when it's time for the debate tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely look forward to that. Now, before we head into the chat here and see what you hooligans think about the J6ers going through a re-education camp, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and you're using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, you will see that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live like tonight's debate. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we'll get on to what to expect from tonight's debate. Tonight's debacle. Breezed by you. The J6 prisoners of war, they're being treated horribly and held way too long. Yeah, not even, I should have said something about that, because not just the re-education camp being cruel and unusual punishment, but the fact that they've been in there for years, but they're being charged with misdemeanors and stuff like that doesn't make any sense. It's so wrong. These people are getting out and getting like crimes that are 90 days in jail, right? Like most misdemeanors are 90 days in jail. They've been in there for years for 90-day in jail charges. It's wrong. I hope they're able to sue the shit out of DC, because they should. It's like crimes against humanity. Mr. Beans and Beans, the suspect in the Northwest High School shooting in Omaha, Nebraska, has been arrested and taken into custody. A teenager shot, not sure the severity. Thank you for letting me know, Mr. Beans and Beans. I didn't realize there was another shooting. Cassandra, the most they should be charged with is trespassing. Everything else is just charging them with, everything else they're charging them with is just excessive. I agree, Cassandra. I mean, we covered that live all day. It was like 17 hours we were live covering J6. The majority of people didn't do anything, and even the people who were fighting with cops, the cops started it. The cops started it. They were the ones busting people's eyes open and stuff like that, hitting them at point blank range with the rubber bullets, hitting them with fire extinguishers. What else did they do? I mean, they did all kinds of crazy stuff. They were hitting them with the CS cans. When they were throwing them in the crowd, they were shooting them right into people and stuff. I mean, they wanted it. And then they go on TV now and they're like, oh, well, so many cops died. Yeah, at their own hands, from their own choices. They wanted that. They got what they wanted out of that. And it's dumb, and it's annoying to see Democrats go out there and go, oh, a threat to our democracy. You mean the officers who were beating on Americans and then they started getting their ass whooped? Yeah, those guys? Oh, they smoked themselves? Well, that's what happens when you bet against America. Breeze by US discussing what's going on with the J6 prisoners of war. Yeah, political prisoners. Cassandra, it's a reprogramming camp. Let's see, isn't that what they call those camps in North Korea? Yeah, yep. I think that's what they call it in Well, no, I think it's a work camp in China. Like I was just talking about. I think those are work camps. But it's the same stuff. I mean, if they're telling you what to think, you're in a brainwashing facility, you know? Cassandra, he's been accused of a lot of things. He hasn't been convicted of a lot of what they're accusing President Trump of. Yeah, like one of the lesson plans talks about rape. Trump's never been accused of, or he might be accused, never been convicted of rape. But they're teaching the J6ers that he has. Like, there's no way that's not inhumane punishment. Melissa, I don't know what you're talking about, but happy freedom to you. Craig Kiss. Yeah, 5 Capitol Police deleted themselves within a few days. Huh. Okay. Yeah, Cricket Kiss. And that's pretty weird. Pretty weird to have that, you know, like a mass self-deletion. It does happen. I can't remember what it's called. There is, I mean, sometimes they call it a suicide pact, but there's like a phenomenon where there's a window of time. And if somebody deletes themselves, it can cause a chain reaction where other people who were involved may also do the same thing. And there's another phrase for it, and I can't think of what it's called, but I wonder if that's what happened or if Hillary Clinton showed up in their nightmares. Melissa, yeah, E. Jean Carroll's saying she was raped by 16 other men. Yeah. I mean, why not? You know, if it works. If I had a hoo-ha and I could make millions of dollars claiming everybody was forcing their way into my hoo-ha, then I probably would too. Fuck it, I'd just be a sleazy piece of shit if I lived in D.C. No, there's no way. There's no way. Not with the heart that God gave me. I couldn't be a sleazy piece of shit, but man, the opportunity's there. Clam handles. Happy freedom to you. What is the clam handles? I'm trying to think. What does that even look like? Zupia, mass hysteria? No. No, but that's close. That's close. I mean, that's what the propaganda causes. There's a phrase, though, for mass self-deletion. Freedom Liberty, he was convicted of rape in a civil court? Interesting. I've never heard that. I will look it up. Awaken All Day. E. Jean Carroll is a whack job. Yeah, but that case wasn't even about rape or sexual assault. That was about defamation of character. They just talk about it like it's a sexual assault case, but it's not. Just like the hush money case. That's forging business documents, like fraudulent big business documents, basically writing down the wrong information. But they don't call it that. They don't say, "Oh yeah, he's back in court waiting to be sentenced for providing, fraudulent business documents." No, they call it the hush money trial because that sounds cooler in the newspapers. It's stupid. That's how you know it's not about justice. They don't even refer to the cases by the legal terms. They just create nicknames like they found a serial killer or some shit. Let's slap a cool label on there and throw it all over the news. That's how you know it's not about justice. Mary Todd, did they get the other shooter? I don't know much about it. As far as I know, they got the shooter. I don't know if there's more than one shooter, and I don't really know much more than that. Melissa, Cat Lives Matter? Yes. Melissa, side fat? You mean the hip grips? I mean, I guess. Clam handles. I guess it could be. It could be the hip grips. It's hard to say. I'll be thinking about that all damn day, though. I'm probably going to have to ask people. Paul, she got a roast beef Sammy down there. Is that the clam handles? The beef strips? The meat curtains? Holy, the bat wings? We'll just cut that out. We just cut that out. It ain't Saturday yet. Pag, they don't know how to talk into a mic. Jesus. None of them do. Capitol Hill, I mean, even the rallies used to have a lot of problems, but I mean, it's like everything. The board meetings, especially during the 2020 stuff that was going on, people set up the audio stuff like crap. The people using the audio stuff put the microphone inside their mouth, and it's all bad. The audio is all bad. It used to drive me nuts because of my degree in audio engineering and my 20-something years of making music, but now I just ignore it. Now it's like expected. They go up and I'm hearing fuzzy microphones and they're like belting right into the thing or whatever, like distorting the mic by too much signal. I just hear it. I'm like, yeah, I expected that. I expected it to sound like a dog fart. What's up, Who Through? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Coffee? Happy freedom to you. It's called Clinton. Yeah. That's what I wonder if that's what happened to them. Cube, they better not F up Fallout 5. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm hoping it's gonna be golden. After what they did with Fallout 76, 5 better be fantastic. That's all I know. I just got Fallout London and Fallout 1. I can't remember what Fallout 1 is called, but they're mods for Fallout 4, so you can play London and 1 in the 4 game. I'm excited to start that. If you play on PC, you should definitely check it out. What's up, MA? Happy freedom. MA. Hooligan Creeper here. Been watching since the trucker rally. Debate tonight will be hella memes. Yeah, MA. It is, and I appreciate you sticking with us. Hopefully you come over to Rumble or one of these other platforms when we cover the debate. We won't be on YouTube because they're cracking down on all that stuff and they're not going to let me show the debate. Paulie, no, Trump was never convicted of rape anywhere. See, I was going to say I've never seen the conviction. Now I need to actually like go and look into it for myself, but I've never heard of him actually being convicted. They accuse him of everything, but it's not the same thing as being sentenced in court. Rubberneck could be loose lips, clam handles. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I'm imagining it in my head, but either way. Melissa, you're weird. I'm not weird. Why am I weird? What's weird about that? At least I like clams and not hot dogs. I mean, that'd be really weird. DCAT, it's going to be a mess later on. I mean, we might need to clean up now, but I already know how it's going to go. As soon as Hyena Harris starts just oozing her voice out of her throat hole, I know everybody's going to be going in on her. It's going to be spicy tonight. Freethiga Texan, Trump was convicted of slander and sexual assault. Interesting. Thank you for letting me know, Freethiga Texan. Melissa, Red Dead Redemption with Ronald Rumps is hilarious. See, I haven't seen that yet. I got Red Dead 2. I haven't played it yet. I've owned it for like over a year, but you guys see how much I work. When do I have time to play video games? But I've seen so many mods for Red Dead. Red Dead looks like a badass game. Some say it's the best game that Rockstar has ever put out. Hair juicer, my ex used to call them piss fenders. I have never heard that before. Never. The piss fenders. The meat curtains is probably the most used phrase I've heard for them. Cassandra, on YouTube I saw somebody in the comment section defending Ashley Babbitt. People were calling him a misogynist and a bigot. Yeah, Cassandra, people are really dumb. People are really dumb. Matt, unfuckables always claim rape when they get shot down. It's funny how that works. You know, we're not much better, though. Dudes will call people sluts and stuff. They'll be like, hey, baby, what's going on? And they're like, nah, I'm not interested. And they're like, well, fuck you then, ho, blah, blah, blah. It's like, rejection really hurts. It really hurts. It does bother me. I don't even pursue people. I just mind my own damn business. If somebody's interested in me, they got to reach out because I mind my own damn business. But rejection is a funny thing to watch from a distance. I will tell you that. Anyways, we're going to get into this next video here, and this is the last little bit of our news. But we have 2 funny videos of the day coming up afterwards. This right here is ABC News debate moderator found to be the most pro-Harris newscast in a new study, talking about what's going on for tonight's debate. Now, I was under the impression there was going to be hot mics. There's not. It's going to be muted just like it was for the Biden debate. A lot of people are already speculating if this will be the end of Harris's career. We'll see. I was highly expecting her to catch the plague or something like that, and then they were going to call this whole thing off. But the fact that they didn't do that makes me wonder, what do they have up their sleeve? Either way, let's get into this, and don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble.
Former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris will meet for the first time face-to-face tonight at the highly anticipated ABC News presidential debate. Polls showing the candidates remain neck and neck. And in the battleground states, a new Quinnipiac poll shows that Georgia is tilting towards Trump, where he leads 49% to Harris's 46% in a two-way matchup. Now, in North Carolina, Harris leading 50% to Trump's 47%. Both states are technically too close to call as they fall within the margin of error. Now, the Harris team reportedly scrambling to rewrite her debate strategy after they counted on the use of unmuted microphones, where Harris allegedly wanted to object, fact check, directly question Donald Trump while he was speaking. Harris commenting on the upcoming debate. Watch this.
He plays from this really old and tired playbook, right? Where there's no floor for him in terms of how low he will go. And we should be prepared for that. We should be prepared for the fact that he is not burdened by telling the truth. And we should be prepared for the fact that he is probably going to speak a lot of untruths. And ultimately, you know, what I intend to point out is what so many people know, and certainly as I'm traveling the country in this campaign. He tends to fight for himself, not for the American people. And I think that's going to come out during the course of the debate.
And Trump is expected to hit Harris on her policy flip-flop, surging inflation, her role as border czar over the past 3.5 years, and her time as a prosecutor in California, Carolyn. And Hillary Clinton, the last female to debate Donald Trump, said that in an interview last week that she should try to bait him on that stage. But doesn't the muted mics make this more of a difficult evening for her?
Well, she was planning on the hot mics, right? Because that was the point. She wanted to bait Trump to avoid answering any policy specifics. And this was the risk of her leading this phantom campaign where she was ghosting the press and ghosting reporters who didn't want to just write puff pieces. It allows your opponent to define you. So now she's in defense mode, and Trump is given this opportunity to really slam her on her past extremism as a 2020 presidential candidate and as an extension of Biden's failures for the last 4 years. And so, you know, she's on her hind legs basically right now. And I think, you know, she's not going to have a lot of great answers to fracking, to immigration, to economy. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a lot of questions from the debate moderators. And again, we don't expect a back and forth, but we shall see. But also, Carol, you know, and Jonathan Swan and Maggie Haberman and others, it's a very extensive piece in the Wall Street Journal about kind of where each camp is coming from. And what they said that the Trump campaign believes would be the most effective strategy tonight is to, force her to own her partnership with Joe Biden, tie her to the policy of the last 3.5 years, the things of his presidency that voters are most unhappy about. That would be the high cost of living. That would be chaos around the world, public safety, immigration.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that we're talking about a strategy for the debate. The strategy should be come out with your policies and they should be better. It shouldn't be some sort of dog and pony show or, political theater. Americans want to hear what these two candidates are going to do to fix the economy. And I think what Trump really needs to do is be very clear. You have lived under the Trump presidency before COVID. You lived under the Biden-Harris administration after COVID. How is your quality of life? What has been going on with the border? What's been going on with the United States and its standing in the world? So the strategy is just pointing out the realities and the truth and the difference in policy. And, like the piece has said, making her own what it is that her administration did. And oh, by the way, she was the deciding vote on all of those policies. So her fingerprints are all over them.
The Inflation Reduction Act, which was really a climate bill that led to record high inflation in June of 2022. Well, tonight's 90-minute debate is going to be hosted by David Muir and Lindsay Davis. A new Media Research Center study shows that Muir,
I'll be right back,
the lead anchor of ABC's evening show World News Tonight,
Mail guy,
the most pro-Harris left-leaning newscast out of the big three, ABC, CBS, and NBC. Analysts reviewed all 100 campaign stories that have aired on Muir's show since President Biden dropped out, which was just June, if you can believe it. 100% have been dubbed as clearly positive by the research center. The newscast coverage of Trump was 93% negative. So the media's role in tonight as well is going to be in focus, as is the moderators.
Yes, I think it's fair to say Trump will have a few opponents tonight, and it won't just be Kamala Harris. Just to give you a sense of the bias and mental gymnastics that ABC News just in the last couple weeks has been through to artificially inflate Kamala Harris. Just this is a teaser of what we're going to see tonight, I fully believe. So we saw this New York Times Siena poll come out recently, right? That was literally the other day. It showed Trump up again. It showed pretty bad news for the Harris campaign. In the direct wake of that, ABC News published a reanalysis of an old poll from August that had Harris up. I mean, basically saying, oh, if we adjust the numbers a little bit, really, that she's ahead. So, I mean, that's what they're willing to go to.
Carol, we should never question the numbers, right? As financial folks, never question the numbers.
I mean, I remember the last time we had numbers on election day with Trump and Hillary, and everybody thought that Hillary was going to win. So, those polls, they're what do they say? Lies, darn lies, and statistics.
Yeah. I think that they have changed the methodology since 2016, but we all remember 2016 in those polls. That is so true. All right. Well, we are just getting started this morning. We are going to have much more on former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris's ABC News presidential debate all morning long. Don't forget to tune in tonight. Fox Business will simulcast the debate at 9 p.m.
All right. Well, like I said, we will be covering the debate tonight on Kick, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, as well as Twitter. So definitely look forward to that. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Super excited about it. Well, that was the last little bit of our news for the day. We have 2 funny videos coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans are expecting for tonight's debate. Breeze by you. Seems unbiased. Heavy sarcasm. Yeah, it's going to be super biased. Just like the last one wasn't even as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting it to be much worse, but I just expect it to be a shit show. I just look forward to it being hilarious. That's it. I just look forward to it being hilarious. I know the back and forth is going to be good. It's going to be good. So either way, we got to try and come up with a drinking game. We'll see if we can get some official rules by the time it's debate time. Now, you don't have to drink alcohol in order to participate in the game, but you can drink tea or water, whatever you want. But we're going to figure something out, and we're going to make it fun. I know that. Snooks. Yeah, it's because of your status. Most chats are like that. I think Rumble's the only one that's not. Breeze by you, she has no status, just lies. Or policies, just lies. Yeah. She does, though. I think she did post... Hold on, because I heard... or I seen today that she did post policies on her website, but people are saying it's the Biden policies. Like she just copied and pasted the Biden administration policies onto her page. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find it. This is the first time I've ever been on this shitty website. Maybe it's lies. I don't see anything about policies on this shitty ass website. Hold on. Oh yeah, we got a little KJP from yesterday up there. There we go. Take action, maybe? No, these are events. Meet Hyena Harris? And this is just a bio. Nope. I guess she doesn't have policy. I don't know why they're saying all that stuff over on Twitter, because I don't see anything about policy. Nope. Guess she still doesn't have policy. Trump's really mean. No tax on tips. That's all she's got. Well, that's okay. That's okay. She ain't gonna win this anyways. 10 man, I've been saying this for the last 3.5 years. It's the Dems' last stand. Yeah. Yep. And I worry because of what happened at Butler, Pennsylvania. That kind of stuff could always happen again. I hope it never does. I don't ever want to have to cover something like that ever again. But that threat is always there. Cassandra, nobody voted for her. She only was getting elected in California because it's so rigged, and she was with the agenda. Yeah, Cassandra, you were right. Free the text. I'm not going to read that out loud, but it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Cassandra, 4 months ago, Hyena Harris' approval rate was shit. Now, or how did her approval rate improve so much in so little time? Yeah, in certain states she's doing better than Trump supposedly, and in other states she's only trailing by a few points. Makes no sense. Melissa, what suit will she wear? What color outfit you think she'll have on? Will it be purple like the Joker? I'm wondering. What's up, Enter User? Happy Freedom. What's up, AR16? Appreciate you being here. Melissa, 24 case or a large bottle of Wiki? I think I'm going to be drinking Crown tonight. That's what I'm planning. Awakened. I'm going to need a lot of beer. Yes. Astral Hammer, I'm talking. Yeah. We'll see if she tries to pull that stuff. President Trump, he don't care. He's like, and? So what? I'm talking right over you. So what? J-Dog, free trans surgery. Is that what they're going to pull up the mobile clinic outside of the debate like they did at the DNC? Crick his drinking game. Word of the evening should be, well, we normally pick like 10 different things. Unburdened by what has been will most likely be one of them. I highly doubt she'll say it, but if she does, you have to down your drink. We'll see. We'll develop the rules. Decap, but alcohol is a mainstay for every debate. I'm just saying. Yeah, decap, but we got sober hooligans, and I want them to be and feel included as well. It's not about alcohol. It's about being together and enjoying this dumpster fire that we have scheduled later today. Mary Todd, what source are you going to use? I think ABC, which is the main source because that's where it's being hosted. What's up, neighbor guy? What's up, RK? Happy Freedom. What's up, Mary Todd? If I didn't get you, happy Freedom to you. Crit Kiss, now she's magical. Yeah. Hyena Harris, she's just the bee's knees. Mm-hmm. They love her now, all of a sudden. J-Dog, hell, they wanted her off the ticket. Yep. Kevin, is there an audience? No. There's no audience. They're going to have muted mics. They got time stipulations for responses and then rebuttals. It's supposed to take 90 minutes. I don't remember any other rules. Melissa, Camilla will open with the Haitian twerkers, voodoo dancers. slinging beheaded chickens. Yep, just it'll be like the White House Nutcracker all over again. That's what it's gonna be like. Melissa, you bringing Jameson? Heck yeah. Enter user, ton of press there. Oh yeah. This will be all they talk about all week. I was kind of worried about finding news today, but I already know the whole rest of the week will be a struggle to find news. It'll just be this. That's all they'll talk about is the debate. DeMarquise, a McHarris. Nah, I want a refund. I don't want none of that. What's up, Tom Servo? Happy freedom. TBD, every time she cackles, you got to drink. That might be tough. It might be tough. I don't know. She probably won't be laughing with Trump, but it's hard to say. You think she'll cry? If she cries, you got to just drink what you got. You got to just do the whole supply. She cries and breaks down and rage quits. You got to finish whatever's on the table, including your buddy's drink. That's how it goes. It's the end all. Tony Rich, the wild card will be if Harris brings her own pill stash. She's going to bring her own pharmaceutical rep. That's what she's going to do. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. Patriot operator, will she ask, where's Melania? I don't think the blue team leaders say that stuff. I know blue team voters feel that way. They think that, they push this conspiracy that Melania and President Trump don't like each other or something, whatever. I don't know if she'll actually say that, though. I hope that President Trump refers to Tim Walz as Tampon Tim right to her face. I want that. I want to see that. I also want to hear him call her comrade. You notice he don't say comrade. He calls her a comrade. That's how I got the whole idea for Comrade Harris. I was like, you're almost there. You got to change that D to a G. And you got the whole thing. And then I got censored on X. And I was like, okay, it's too spicy. Don't use that, Mr. President. And he calls her the comrade. And I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Patriot operator, drink every time Trump says, like nobody's ever seen before. That's actually a really good one. I'm actually going to write that down because that is a good one. President Trump cracks me up with that stuff. And I know he's just, talking politics or whatever. But he cracks me up when he goes out and he's like, probably the best ever. He's like, when I farted, it was, it's probably the best that it's ever been done. It's never been done the way that I do it. And I love that about him. It cracks me up. It makes him such a character. All right, writing down the drinking rules. We're not going to make them all right here, but I want to at least remember that one. Happy freedom, man. At Chlamydia Harris. It's like you can smell it. It's going to be a rough debate. I know that. Yeah, free thinking Texan. I can't hit my pen. I get panic attacks and stuff. I can't do that while I'm live. Breeze by you, 90 minutes. After seeing and hearing Cunt Mella, I'll have to wash my eyes and ears out. Yeah, I'm just going to dunk my head in a bucket of bleach. Cleanse the demons with fire. Sin, get the peach crown. That's what I want. That's what I'm gunning for, Sin, is that peach crown. I got to find it, though. We'll see. Paul, it's supposed to be 90 minutes. We'll see, though, because last time it was supposed to be 90 minutes, and I think it ran for 2 hours. But I don't know. And maybe I should wait, because last time we ended the debate, like the debate got over, President Trump walked off stage, Old Man Walter had the assistance by Jill Handler, and they kind of cobbled down the stairway or whatever. We did the Pledge of Allegiance and we wrapped it up. But I guess there's like an after debate assessment or something, and they're either crying or critiquing what happened during the debate, and it ended up being really interesting. And so I'll see if there's some sort of after debate today that we can pay attention to. Otherwise, we'll end up just showing it for tomorrow's Coffee with Hooligans. But I would prefer if we could actually like see it all in one go, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it all turns out. Mary Todd, there's Blackberry Crown Royal? I've never seen Blackberry before. I would see Apple everywhere. Apple and regular, and I see Peach every now and then. Yeah, Rappy, that's what I'm wondering too. Is he gonna call her comrade? What's up, Stoner? Happy freedom. Tom Servo, how much alcohol will Hyena Harris have in her system? It's hard to say. They probably are not letting her drink right now because chances are she'd be too messed up by the time it was debate time. What's up, Andrew? Happy freedom. No audience? Nope. Mark, Maple CR is good. Oh, Maple Crown Royal? I've never heard of Maple either. That does sound good. Alright, Hooligans, we're going to get into our funny videos of the day. Then we're going to be wrapping this up. But like I've been saying, we're going to cover the debate tonight. We will be covering it on Kick, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, or Twitter. So keep that in mind when it's debate time tonight. If you use the Linktree link in the description, you can join memberships, you can send donations, you can purchase merch. But what you can also use it for is to search through all the live streaming platforms that I have listed at the top. So if you're used to watching on YouTube or you're used to watching on Twitch, go through the list. It'll take you right to where we're live during the debate, and you can figure out which spot fits you best. And that way you don't have to worry, because a lot of times people ask me, what do you think's the best? The best is to be on the website. But if you're not looking to pay for a membership fee, you'll have to go down the list and figure out which platform benefits you the most. I also know that if you don't make an account on Rumble, you will not be able to comment in the chat. So keep that in mind as well. So either way, this first funny video is titled, When Even the Cars Have Gone Woke. Now before we get into this, I want to remind you guys the very last reminder of the day, and I kind of already did it. But either way, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link. Like I said, it's in the description. Using the Linktree link, you are welcome to make donations, and you can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. We're going to get into this first video, like I said, when even the cars have gone woke.
What? Train?
Come on, stupid YouTuber. Oh, it's a platform I can't think of what it's called right now. It's TikTok. No, I don't want no damn notifications. Get this out of my face. All right, once again, this is titled, When Even the Cars Have Gone Woke.
What? Trans mode? What is this?
I might be driving the Muff Eater Supreme, but it ain't got a trans button in it, I'll tell you that. We'll get into our official funny video of the day right here. It's titled, Commie and the Bandit. And this is a pretty good one. I'm sure you guys will dig this. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. Don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble. All right, hooligans. That is all the coffee I had for you guys today. Commie and the Bandit there. Well, I'm going to drop this Linktree link to all of you guys, and we're going to read through the chat really quick, seeing what you guys think about all the coffee today. And then we will be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and wrapping this up. But like I've been saying, we'll be live again 9 p.m. Eastern time for the presidential debate. It's going to be a dumpster fire, but we're going to make it a good time. All right, hooligans, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there in the chat while you're watching the live. We also have Hooligans Alley, which is our built-in social media area. It's kind of like Facebook or Twitter, but there's no communist guidelines there. There's no crying liberals. There's no fact checkers or any of that other stupid stuff. It's just the way the social media is supposed to be. We also have forums, which is very much like Reddit's, to encourage open discussion. We have an arcade with like 8 games right now, and I'll probably be adding some more. That's a lot of fun. And then we have our advanced messaging system that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, and group video calling, and more. I'm constantly working on the website, so you should definitely go join it. jeffmaclive.com is the home of the hooligans. Gonna read through the chat really quick. We got the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're wrapping her up. Thank you for being here, Breeze by You. I appreciate you. Matt, Elon is the snowman. See, I don't actually know Smokey and the Bandit. I had to actually Google it to figure out what that intro even was, because I've never seen it before. But it looked pretty funny. Cassandra, these videos are so funny. I think so too. There was a new AI multiverse video, but it's so weird and creepy that I'm worried I'll get strikes for sharing it. Not on Rumble, but on the soft-ass platforms. So I decided against it. I shared it out on my Twitter, though. Breeze by You, they don't want an audience because no one wants Camilla. You're not wrong. They'd be screaming, USA and Trump and stuff in the or fight. They'd be screaming that the whole time Hyena Harris is trying to talk. That's why they don't have the crowd there, is because they know America wants Trump. And it would be obvious because they wouldn't even let Harris speak if there was an audience there. They would just chant over her. Freedom Liberty, you're a young man. Well, I try. I try. Too old to care. You are so sheltered for being an old soul. I don't have anyone in my life. And things aren't as enjoyable if you don't have anyone to enjoy them with. So I prefer to work or be asleep. That's it. Otherwise, I do not enjoy being alive. Not at all. If I had money, it'd be different. But considering I'm struggling every day for years, at this point, I just work or I sleep. That's it. That's why I work 18 hours a day, because it's the only time I can tolerate being awake. Mary Todd, make sure you get food ahead of time. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving the house here. I got to try and make it to the post office, and I don't know how I'm going to make that happen. But I got a bunch of stuff that I got to try and do, and then come back in time for the debate. Melissa MAGA has the best memes. Yes, you are right. You are absolutely right. Stern, Smokey and the Bandit was awesome. See, I'll have to watch some more clips. What's up, Lauren? Happy Freedom. Breeze by You, it's a funny movie, Smokey and the Bandit. I wasn't sure if it was a movie or a TV show or what it was. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, did the thing, didn't mute my mic. We are good to go. Get these beats turned on. Gonna read through the chat one last time, just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we'll be live 9 p.m. Eastern time for the presidential debate tonight. We're gonna be live on Kick, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, or Twitter. So be prepared to go to those platforms. If you've never been to those platforms, make sure you use the Linktree link in the description on whatever platform you're watching right now. Using the Linktree link, you will be able to navigate to any platform I go live on. So don't feel lost. I've given you the directions. You know how to do the thing. I should see you 9 p.m. Eastern time for the presidential debate, whatever you want to call it, the shit show. I'm trying not to say that, but that's what it is. Cassandra, the left can't meme. Nope. Matt, Smokey and the Bandit is a funny car chase movie about running beer across borders. That's interesting, Matt. I'll definitely have to check it out. It sounds like something I would dig. Oh, I appreciate you, Freedom Liberty. Thank you for being here with us. Heck yeah, Jump Offa. Appreciate you. Thank you, Wayward. Thank you, Too Old to Care. Thank you, RK. Appreciate all of you hooligans. Thank you, Tony Rich. Stern, it's from the 70s? I didn't realize it was that old. I was thinking maybe the 80s. Appreciate you, MA. Alright, hooligans. We're wrapping her up. Like I said a million times, I will see you guys 9 p.m. Eastern time for the presidential debate. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.